Hey guys, Chef D here from Elite Catering. Today we're making artisan style pizza. We're going to start off with some all-purpose flour, some yeast and our sugar, some salt, some olive oil, and some warm water. Our water is 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Start by mixing 1/2 cup of the flour, the yeast, and the sugar in a bowl with the warm water to proof our yeast. The mixture, now we know the yeast is active as it has a lot of little bubbles in it. To this we're going to add our olive oil and our salt, which is a yeast inhibitor. We do not want to add this at the very beginning. We want to add it after the yeast is alive. And now add the rest of our flour. Begin mixing until it starts to incorporate. This dough here is a little too sticky, so we're going to add just a little bit more flour to it. This is a sticky dough, but we want a nice ball of dough. We don't want it too batter-like. Similar to this. It's a nice smooth ball, but it is still very tacky. Roll into a ball and cover with a little bit of extra olive oil so it does not form a crust. Cover with plastic wrap and put in a warm area for about 2 hours until doubled in volume, like this. It should be a nice smooth ball, like this, when uncovered. Pour out onto a floured board and cut the dough into 4 pieces. We're going to make 4 thin crust pizzas, or you can make 2 thicker, like hand style pizzas. With a little help from a rolling pin, which I'm sure the Italians would be upset about, I've rolled mine thin. Here's a little thicker piece. Fresh mozzarella today. Usually comes in a ball like this. Just use a cheese grater and grate it. It will not be perfect. There will be bigger and smaller lumps, but that's fine. That's kind of what we're after here. It almost looks like feta, but this will melt very nice. I'm using some simple marinara sauce today. I like some dried marjoram on mine. Sprinkle the fresh mozzarella cheese on top. And a little more. You don't have to cover it completely. And I have some fresh spinach today, and some black olives, which are 2 of my favorite pizza toppings. I know what you're thinking. D, there's a whole salad on top of this pizza. How's that going to cook down? Well, it will. Spinach wilts incredibly well. Here's our thicker crust that I'm just going to do with plain cheese. Set the oven to 500 degrees. Cook for about 10 minutes. As you can see, some of the cheese did burn on the very outside, but underneath it's perfectly crispy. And here's our other one. See how much the spinach wilted?